Hello and welcome to Enterclimate. My name is Shaleen, and in this video we will learn about the CEIG approval, or the approval given by the Chief Electrical Inspector of the government. Before starting this video, let's understand what this approval is all about. First, we need to know about the metering mechanism and where it is used. So, metering allows private entities that own their own electricity generation setups to sell the excess or unconsumed electricity generated by their installation to the DISCOMs. In this way, the domestic or commercial entities that generate electricity can sell the surplus energy back to the main grid at a fixed tariff. Therefore, for the net and gross metering, the CEIG approval and approval from the DISCOM are needed. The owner of the electrical installation is required to apply to the concerned jurisdictional office of the Electrical Inspectorate to obtain this approval. An NOC is issued after the applicant receives the power sanction approval from the concerned DISCOM and before the commencement of electrical installation works. After that, the CEIG approval will require the approval of the installation diagram, which will be submitted along with the relevant documents before the application for inspection. Thereafter, a site inspection is carried out under Regulations 30 or Regulation 43, that is before the commencement of the supply or the recommencement of the power after shutdown for more than 6 months. This inspection is performed under the Central Electricity Authority Regulations of 2010. The completed electrical installation work must undergo inspection by the concerned officers of the Electrical Inspectorate Department. Let's see the application process for the CEIG approval. Statutory approval of the drawings from the Electrical Inspectorate of the respective state requires the applicant to first submit the drawings of the electrical installation to the office of the Chief Electrical Inspector. This is a pre-establishment process that takes about 7 days. After the approval of the drawing, the project proponent can start with the electrical installation. After completion of the installation and testing, the electrical contractor will issue a completion and test report in a prescribed form. The owner of the installation, through this completion report, will submit an undertaking that the installation is ready for inspection to the electrical inspector. Let's see the process of inspection. The inspection is of two types, the first being the initial inspection and the other is periodic inspection. The cases in which the certification of electrical installation by the Chief Electrical Inspector is required are application for solar power plant generation, captive power plants for all purposes, transformers, EHV overhead lines, reactors and wind power plants. Now, the role of the Office of the CEIG is also essential. The Chief Electrical Inspectorate Division will conduct statutory inspections of the electrical installation under the Central Electricity Authority Regulation of 2010. It also frames guidelines and amendments of suitable measures relating to the safety and electrical supply regulations. Let's see the process of the application in a bit more detail. Applications along with documents have to be submitted to the Office of the CEIG. The junior AEI will scrutinize the application and if found complete in all respect will forward it to the AEI. Otherwise, he will inform the applicant to make the relevant changes. At the next stage, that is inspection, if the inspecting officers are convinced that the electrical installation is in general conformity with the Central Electricity Authority regulations, the necessary safety approval will be issued. Finally, the inspecting officer will issue the safety certificate upon verification of the compliance report. In cases of any issues or defect, he may give a defect notice. The document needed along with the applications are completion and test report issued by the licensed electrical contractor, NOC from the fire department, test certificate of the fire extinguishers, copies of statutory clearances, approvals from the central and state authorities for generation, transmission, distribution, consumption of electrical energy. The single line diagram of installation showing size, rating and details of protection, details of loading and metering system, details of earthing provided for the proposed installation, copy of licensed electrical contractor and supervisor's permit, copy of challan of the inspection fee, undertaking for the safe operation of the installation. Now, if the applicant has applied for solar power, diesel generator, wind power or any other renewable sources for energization, the documents that will be required are copy of generator purchase bill or invoice, test certificate of the engine, generator and the canopy, details of the load equipment wise, inverter details, modular details, work completion report, copy of the contractor license, copy of the supervisor certificate, photographs of DG sets, solar equipments, windmills or other energy sources from a distance of 20 feet. Photos of specifications of the nameplate of DG set, windmills, inverters or other energy sources. Now let's see what should be incorporated in the electrical drawings that needs to be submitted. A single line diagram of the electrical system showing the existing, proposed and future installation details together with protective devices, measuring instruments and cable sizes along with their capacity and ratings must be shown. The inspecting authority will examine the drawing approval application form and check if the applicant has provided all the supporting documents. The applicant has to address the identified shortcomings in the application within a specified time. The applicant should subsequently submit a revised application form by resubmitting the application. So this was all for this topic. If you want to get this approval and install your own electricity generation unit, contact our experts from Enterclimate from the details shown below. Enterclimate has a pan-India network of experts who can guide you with all legalities associated with this approval and any other necessary details. I hope you found this information helpful. Subscribe to our channel and visit our website to explore many more startup ideas. Thank you.